everybody, how are you doing? So right now it is about 35 degrees here in London and I am in my bedroom with two massive softboxes and all windows closed so that you can't hear the motorbikes outside. So why not talk about jobs? I know that you guys do want to find jobs and I do get messages from you about how to prepare for a job interview, so that's what we're talking about. As some of you know, or most of you know, I do work in recruitment, so I do like to think that I've done or held quite a few job interviews in my life, and therefore I do know a little bit. I'm going to try and keep it as casual, as broad as possible, so that you can apply this to every possible job you want to apply for. But then again, I cannot give you the skills for the job interview, but I can tell you how to prepare. So the first thing you want to think about is what to wear, right? It's the always question for when you're going to a job interview. And my only tip for that is ask. It is not wrong to ask unless you're going to interview maybe at a bank, because there it is very obvious that you have to wear a suit. Everywhere else, just ask the recruiter or the person you're speaking to at the agency or the person you're speaking to at the company and ask them what is the appropriate dress code. They will tell you and it's solved. If you're still not 100% sure, do overdress, not underdress. It's always better to come in a bit more of a suit rather than just your pajamas. And then, so like I said, I cannot give you the skills because these skills you need to bring yourself, but there are a few core things that you just need to know. And the most important one, and trust me, I see it being done wrong all the time, is research the company you're going to. Even if you're not 100% sure whether or not you want to work there, it doesn't matter. In the moment of your interview, this is the only place you have ever wanted to work at. This is the only place you have been dreaming about working, and you have done your research and you know the basics of what they do, when they are founded, what the challenges are, who the competitors are, and why you love this place more than any other possible place of work. I know right now you might be thinking, oh Sandy, but that means I'm going to be lying because maybe I'm not 100% sure about it. It doesn't matter. In this moment you have to give it all, and then if they make you an offer later, then you can still decide, actually, having seen the offices, it was not really for me, or actually yes, it is my dream job, which would be even better. Next thing is, do Google a few standard questions, because you will be asked a few standard questions. Down below, I'm going to put a link of standard interview questions that you are most likely going to be asked, at least one or two of them. So have a look down below. These are the most standard sort of questions that you can pretty much ask in every single interview, whatever level you're going at. So do Google them and go through the answers in your head the night before, ideally, so they're fresh in your head, and it will help you remember actually what you've done before and your experiences, and some of the good things you've overcome in your past role and all of this. So do that the night before, have some answers for all of them, and even if they're not asked, you're ready and you kind of have gone through what you've done before already, and it is really going to help. So please do all have a look down below. And then finally, when you arrive, shake the person's hand properly, look them into the eye. That should be a given, but then again, I do sometimes see people who are like, hello, and then they are like, they don't look me in the eye, and it's just such a standard thing. It's been around since our parents have been interviewing for jobs. So shake that person's hand, don't break their hand, but shake it firmly, look them into the eye, say, hi, nice to meet you, I am Sandy, I am so excited to be here. Most interviewers, and I know I'm probably guilty of that as well, do make a decision within, I want to say, the first 5 to 10 minutes of the interview. So if you're already starting off wrong with having weird clothes or not the appropriate clothes, if you're not shaking the hand properly, if you're not looking them into the eye, if you're not introducing yourself properly, it's already quite a bad start. And then it takes much longer to turn them around and make, prove that you're the right person for the job. So those first 10 minutes, the first impression, like a date, is so incredibly important. So please do make sure that you're fresh and that you smell nice and that you're ready and your shirt is ironed, or your dress looks nice, and you're ready and you look them into the eye and you're excited, like I said, and then you can look around and make a decision later. And finally, and again, so important, number one rule pretty much is have some questions prepared for the interviewer or the interview panel. Some of these can be standard questions. So my favorite question to ask in an interview the interviewer is, so what is it like to work here? Simple. They will love answering it because they are most likely going to like their job. So they will start telling you everything you need to know about the work culture, the people, all of this. And if they don't, you can say, what is your favorite thing to work, or what is your favorite thing about working here? What has been very challenging? What is currently happening in the company? Show some real interest. And again, you can just Google these questions beforehand, so have them prepared. And if you can't memorize them, bring them on a little notepad. Nothing wrong with bringing a notepad with questions or thoughts that you wanted to talk through in the interview. These are super basic rules, right? So like I said, I cannot give you your experience. I cannot give you the fact that, you like this job and they like you back. But if you follow all of these rules, at least you can be sure that you've done as much as you can. And if you don't have enough experience, then you don't, but I'm sure next time you will. Let me know down below what your worst job interview ever was and why, and whether that was your fault or the interviewer's fault, or whether it was just the worst company you've ever been to ever. And also, if you want, of course, leave some positive comments below about my favorite job interview was ... And thank you very much for watching. I know a lot of you are interested in it and kind of starting to find their first job, maybe abroad like me. So good luck, and you can do it, and believe in yourself, and then I'm sure it'll be fine. And please subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every single Thursday and sometimes every Monday as well. They are about living abroad, my life in London, and a few kind of life tips like this one. And that's it, and thanks, goodbye. And I am sweating, so I'm going outside to enjoy London summer. Bye.